So first of all, this is the only video I'll ever do on this channel about politics or even with the word politics in it. I just felt like it was a good time to make this video because the election's coming up and it seems like a lot of people are losing their minds, including me. I was going a little bit crazy. I had to check out for a while and reevaluate everything, sort of meditate on it. And I wanted to come back with this video with some of my thoughts and also get your opinion on the topic about music and politics and if they mix together. So recently, a very famous and legendary artist was asked what he thought about Eddie Van Halen. And I'm not going to mention the guy by name, but his response on Twitter was just like, nah. And there was a huge backlash for that. So many people were just like, how could you just be so cold about, Van Halen dying and all this? And even his own family was giving him crap. So he kind of retracted what he said, but a lot of people were saying, yeah, I was already not liking the guy because he likes to post political things all the time on Twitter. I thought about it. I was like, well, I think he should get a pass for that a little bit. And same with artists like Rage Against the Machine or Pussy Riot or REM or U2 or any group that has previously been known to be political about things. If they were to suddenly talk about politics in concert, I wouldn't love it, but I would also understand because they have had a history of doing that. Where I do have a problem is if all of a sudden an artist or a band out of nowhere starts to tell you who to vote for or just to vote in general. So it's funny, all of a sudden Taylor Swift is baking cookies for one of the candidates and saying, vote for this guy. I thought that was kind of strange because I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I want to get political advice from Taylor Swift. It'd be so strange if I went and saw Metallica live or something and James stops the show. He's like, all right, everyone, I have something really important to talk about. We should all vote for so-and-so. That would just be so strange. So that's where I draw the line with bands and artists. Is if they're not known for being political, I really don't care for them telling me to vote or who to vote for. I also find it a little bit strange that so many people that claim to be punk rock musicians back in the day now seem to be telling me to vote for one of the two big parties. And I always thought, how punk rock can you be to tell me to vote for someone in the current political system that you used to be so against? It just seems weird to me. And sadly, politics have affected me in the music business a little bit. I've had people defriend me because I never make my allegiance to one side or the other. I'm always floating in the middle. I kind of go with the George Carlin philosophy on things. And one time I uploaded a Carlin video, and I remember I lost a lot of friends on one particular side. And one guy in particular was, quick to defriend me after that. But it bummed me out because I love his music. And about 6 months later, I was asked to play in his band. I don't think he remembered who I was, but that was a little bit awkward. And I had formed a band quite a while ago now, and we had about 6 members. And I'll never forget when one of our members actually quit the group because she didn't like the politics of our singer. And he wouldn't really talk about politics in the jam sessions we had, practices, concerts, anything like that. But she'd go home and read what he wrote on Facebook, and she was abhorred by it. She was completely on the other side politically as him, and she just decided that she had to quit the band over that. I thought that was kind of a bummer because the rest of us still found a way to get along no matter what we believed politically because we enjoyed playing music together so much. So that was one of those times where it really aggravated me that something like politics got in the way of the music. So yeah, I've always felt like because I'm more in the middle that I've become sort of an outcast when it comes to the music scene in Minnesota. And I'm okay with that because I don't want to ever walk lockstep with a certain side, no matter which side it is, in order to play music. I like to see music as more unifying, but it really seems like if you're not in certain clubs, you're not allowed to play music with certain people. I really wish the music scene was more like the jiu-jitsu scene. If you ever study jiu-jitsu and you're in a group, everybody has different opinions, different takes on things, but at the end of the day, they're all unified through jiu-jitsu. It's probably because it's such a difficult martial art that you sweat, you're in pain, you have victories, you have defeats every day, and you get to the point where you go beyond, you transcend beyond all these belief systems, and you just do the art. And I think that's amazing. And I really wish the music scene could take from jiu-jitsu. But I think the problem with that, why that can't happen, is because if you're a musician, you can just sit in the corner with your guitar and kind of just judge everybody with no consequences. But if you do jiu-jitsu, it humbles you in a strange way because it's so difficult. And when you're done, you see everyone as your partner. That, they're there to help you out versus, just, oh, that person doesn't believe like me, so I'm not going to like them. So in the end, I know this sounds super corny, but I really hope music wins out over political infighting And hopefully we can be a little bit more like the jiu-jitsu guys, where at the end of the day, you know, you might have your disagreements, but you still pat each other on the back and call yourselves friends. Okay, that felt really corny there at the end, but I'm going to leave it. All right, so leave your opinions in the comments. I'll check them out. I'm interested to see what you guys have to say about it. And I guess we'll see you at the next lesson. Thanks.